Hey yo, shout out to Kevin Christian in Atlanta, reporting on remote neural monitoring and voice to skull and gang stalking and TI. He would start off his videos. I saw recalling them, start off with names and degrees. He had a much cooler way to start his YouTube. So he'd be like, "Hey man," that's pretty cool. Yeah, I made a bunch of videos yesterday. I'll sort of feed them out. My counters and stuff on the internet are not reliable. They can like break into anything, maybe, I don't know, and make it look like something's not being watched when it is, or like, you know, the theft of intellectual property rights once it hits keyboard for me as a TI is complicated, and I'm not an expert in all that stuff. I just got my first Mission Darkness satchel, so I could put a authenticator for some like website, Twitter account, email address, and then put the authenticator in the bag at night, so that at least in that step of my understanding of IT, they would have less of a chance of engaging in nighttime activities. But um, like I said, the satanic misdirect in a practical application, like all of my work and whatnot is um, stolen from me and then like piped out through Mockingbird Media, where they have like a sort of a semi-closed circuit on the channels in here, and like I know enough, I have enough sense to not watch the beast, try to stay away from it. Yeah, I mean, and then they'll do satanic repeaters and cause so much like suffering and plume just repeating over the sin in general. And like there was a set design at was the Oasis or the Unity uh, psych ward in Portland, and for moments they replaced the entire front office staff. And these shapeshifters, swam in from hell, and they were bragging about some of the more severe applications of all what they mean by stealing from me. They're talking about stealing babies, stealing worship, and these were demons. Like they popped in, they weren't the same people. You can kind of, they see by some of their facial expressions and whatnot. I mean, they were demons. And the Blackwater black budget guy coming out of Seattle, they've basically stolen Seattle. If his information is correct, they're just being covert about it. All of my intellectual property rights for 14 years, particularly as a real monitored slave, and my thoughts weren't even my own property when I was having them. Like, yeah, they steal. Like, um, you know, my volunteer work, persistent with higher ed, um, all that information they stole. Like all my advocacy work, um, other things like that. But uh, yeah, it's rough for all of us, Ti. Not to diminish the suffering and whatnot. I mean, I want them out of my body, my home, my mind so much. And charting course to swim to the Andromeda system after this. But I also don't want to get designed suicides every other week. So, and my good is good, even in like my entire family structure going forward, will not stop their baddest bad with the nanos. I had some psychological operation, like lots of lie involved in that shit, but visual representation of hive mind consciousness or grouped up consciousness was displayed maybe back in 2016. I saw it in person in Bellingham, Washington, for example, also in the homeless shelter in Seattle. The hive mind bunched up consciousness, and like I've said a lot of this stuff, some of the worst crime in existence. Uh, and I, moments of death, if you're infected, don't be a bitch about it. Make it a part of our death rights. I forgive you. I mean, I forgive me. Like, I didn't want nanos. They steal people. You didn't sell your soul. You stolen, probably much like the movie. Anyways, yeah, I don't trust nothing is holy to them. I mean, they see Jesus' image on the way to the memory wipe tunnel at the moon. Like, you got it. You just got it. That's Counter Darkness makes a good point. Like, we're vulnerable, not knowing like how really truly disgusting this place really is. But then again, you don't want to think about that stuff. Had a nice Marine, seasoned warrior who I had an opportunity to go to graduate school. You guys got a whole fucking different MPA for the sex crimes, you fucking morons. Like, he was a nice cohort member in my MPA. I was worried about the tuition. He was already a detective with the state police working on guess what? I don't know, sex crime? Why don't you go bother him? That is nice target. Yep, and so I'm surviving. Like, they killed the Jesus guy. You know, praise be to his teachings and heavenly salvation. If that's not a lie, but I kind of think it all is. Where was I going with that? Oh, my Lord is more Buddha, anyways. Swiss cheese holes out of here. You know, like, don't get misled by the white tunnel after you die. Um, I don't want you to suffer. I don't want you to get infected. Like, they've lied about me as a target for so much. I've invested so many millions and stuff like that. I may never get my day in court, or like people in Redmond. Like, I feel bad for them that they would even have to hear gang stalkers like show up to like the subway and like talk about something they may not even know. Like, or they're being misled about. Like, I worry. Like, I hope our um, uh, do I say R there? But the red object over the domicile here in Redmond, preceding the red moon that just passed over our ancestral family from across there in Europe. R&M's gonna have my shit. And I really should be on, like, at least cable or something. Give me a break. But yeah, so I was like, talking this and then I'm like, well, I gotta, paint a red orb over your doorway to Egypt, shit like that. And then, I wrestle with they're always trying to piss off the TI and then make us look bad. I mean, these meth head families are like fed on being able to hack into my property less dense and like make a gay porn video that they can sell to Chuck the whatever. But that really happened, and it's designed for suicide. And then I think they even incorporated it in some of the media in Portland. They acted like it was like some kind of new way to get famous or like entertainment for the population. But what is it in fact done? Which is okay. I didn't really even believe it anyways. I mean, it's kind of dangerous. And you may not totally understand my you may not totally understand my reasoning or anything like this, but there really was not another world. It sort of got a fake hollow reward in 2013. But part of the reason why I, as like a TI, got a lot of the bells and whistles was because I had a potentially a reptilian-free, nano AI-free, plus contingencies, and sin-free as best we could decide. It was a lie, I was told. But one of the reasons why I was, made such a object for attack was, at least for a while, and it was luck. There's no world. Um, but at least in some calculations and whatnot, like I had a heavenly place to free you to. Now I think it's just out them Swiss cheese holes, and learn from people from the Andromeda system. I hear they don't get in your head. I'm getting munched by mosquitoes out here, anyways. Out west, and what's Antichrist is still voice distilling me. And like all the other targeted individuals, it's a big, complex beast. But I assure you, it never was that.